Welcome to Energy, where we talk to your inner G. Alright. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. So, the title has what this is going to be about. So, I'm going to turn the chat off for this one. And we are going to do earth, wind, fire, water. Okay? Earth, air, fire, water signs. And let's get into what the sexiest single person in your life is wanting right now. Okay, so only you know your situation and whether or not this is someone that wants it specifically from you, or you may have to use your discernment, because it could come out as to just what they want in general. Okay, or possibly even what they might want with someone else. So viewer discretion advised. I put 18 and over just because I'm not sure what will come out with this type of reading, and I like to just kind of freely channel the energy without worrying about stepping on any toes. So, all right, let's go. Earth signs: Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The sexiest single person. What do they want right now? Or what are they looking for right now? Protection, power. Protection, power, real friends, people with real smiles on their faces, a community or a family, a sense of belonging and connection with people that they care about, with people that they gravitate toward naturally, with people that naturally make them happy, a good time, maybe something more relaxing. They could want like a trip, like a vacation or a vacation. I'm just seeing like they want to lounge and drink and kind of just, the vibes that I'm getting, the way the spirit is helping me to understand the energy is my time in Vegas. Um, and this is like on the strip, in a hotel, and in the inner city where my family lives. Like, it's the same vibes. And my aunt, like my aunt and uncle, they go to the Kingdom Hall. They're Jehovah's Witnesses, but they make cocktail. Like we had, well, not a cocktail. Well, yeah, like I could have had whatever cocktail I wanted every morning with breakfast. She made me like an amaretto from scratch. She made me a I guess you would call it like an Irish cream, a spiked Irish cream for my coffee from scratch. She kept coconut rum on deck for me to, like, you know, have with my orange juice or whatever. Like we had mimosa. It doesn't matter. There's a cocktail for every time period of the day. There's a cocktail that you can have with your breakfast or your brunch. There's a cocktail for lunchtime, and there's a cocktail obviously for dinner or the after party. Like, even those who live very conventional and strict and you would consider to be maybe like socially, they got money. Okay, so even those individuals, that's kind of how they live. I don't know, I guess it's just the vibes. But then again, they had those vibes when they lived in Detroit. So I don't know for sure, but no, everybody we went to visit too, it was the same dynamic. I had never met witnesses like that except for the ones in Canton. Like they get it in with them bottles, okay? But it was just a different, more relaxing. It wasn't even always about partying or to turn up or to just, you know, let loose. It was actually a regular routine, a part of your daily living, you know, something that you enjoy. And it was usually in moderation, I would say. In Canton, they get a little more toasted than they did in Vegas, which is interesting. But anyway, Not on the strip. I'm talking about just regular people. My interactions with groups, and these are religious people. That's why I said that. But anyway, so maybe this person is religious. They could have like a religious background, or they had a strict upbringing, or they just have a very strict moral code that they kind of keep themselves held to. They could be very self-disciplined or something like that, but I feel like that's been their whole entire life. So they are looking for something a little bit more relaxed, or the opportunity to have time and an excuse to take time off to relax. So they're looking for somebody to chill with, have a good time with, relax, relate, release with, to not be so tense, or to not really be in work mode or business mode energy. But they want to feel safe, or they want to do it with someone they feel safe with. They want to do it with someone they genuinely like. So not just someone that they bought a drink for at the bar and all of a sudden that person is their best friend. You know, they're looking for genuine connections, things like that. And they may not even be looking to get so toasted that you can't have your family there, that you can't have your kids around. Like, you know, this is just like a way of life that I kind of feel somebody is looking for. They want a different way of living, a different life. They could be considering a journey to another state. Just maybe a state that reflects, like my aunt and uncle. When they were here, they were like Vegas for everybody. Everybody knew Claudette and Jimmy. Everybody knew them. Everybody wanted to be a part of their life. They wanted to know their daughters. They were beautiful. They were gorgeous. They were successful. And their parents were just so lively and fun. You knew if you got invited to the sister's house, like they took me under their wing, I was instantly popular, and they just have everything, and they just are so fun. They are the party. But you wouldn't care if you got invited to the girl's house or if you got invited to the mother and father. Like, you could have just as much fun with the grown-up, like the grown-ups, okay, the baby boomers. You could have just as much fun with the baby boomers as you could with their actual children. It was just amazing. They were the Vegas vibes, and then they moved to Vegas, so it could be something similar to that. It's the only way I can really understand this energy is like, it's who they are, but they kind of feel like that's not really the life that they're living, and there aren't enough people who are in the energetic space to relax and live that type of life. Like, they can't see it, okay? Or when they do, it's got to be this tear down on the flow drunk type of energy, you know, like there's no balance to it. It doesn't have to be like this one time and then you're shit-faced and, you know, you got hangovers and you don't know what you did last night. It could be like a consistent ride of a good time and still taking care of everything. Okay, that's that Vegas energy. So I don't know, maybe somebody is from Vegas, lives in Vegas, or wants to, but that's a city that just keeps coming up. All right, we have Siren and Demon. What are they looking for? You know, they're looking for a temptation, like somebody that they can't resist, almost somebody to get a little obsessive with, someone who will take up a lot of time, like in their mind. They don't even have to be in their life all the time. Demon energy is like kind of like a ghost energy. You know, they're actually rebellious. They don't quite do what you want them to, which means that they almost kind of get your attention naturally. Because you have such a good time and you're so drawn to them and to their energy, because even when they're not doing what you want them to do, they're not like angry about it. They're actually excited. There's a free-flowing, fun type of energy that comes through. Whoever this person is, they're definitely looking for happy people. So I don't know if they went through a time period of not feeling happy, or they've been surrounded by people that seem to be more in struggle mentality, angry, sad, depressed, that type of vibe. But definitely this is someone looking for a good time and someone that they can have a good time with, and they're not afraid of like a little resistance or someone who pushes them, triggers them. They're not afraid of a risk. Maybe they want a risk. Somebody, they could be a little bored. They want someone that's going to shake things up. We do have Siren in reverse, so they're not looking for a connection that's specifically sexual. So this could even be like a good friend, you know. Like I said, they're looking for like a community, friends, family. Um, okay, Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Oh wait, is that what we start? Earth, wind, and fire. Yep. All right, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What are they looking for? King of Creation, the money maker. Okay, so they're looking for a solid investment. This person wants to spend some money. They want to spend money. Either they want to spend money on you or on the person or with you. But they could be looking for someone who has money too, or has the finances to do some of these things, or to have a good time. They could be looking for someone too, as far as a community and building people, like a circle of trust, people that they cannot just have a good time with, but that they can work with too. Yeah, this person, I see things differently now. I don't know if this person typically only surrounded themselves with people that they felt were necessary and practical in life. Like, kind of like, I have to entertain this person. And they would give all of their energy to the people that they're forced. We're going to put all of this in bunny ears because it's just the way that society moves. But this could be someone who tends to pretty much go out with maybe the people at work, you know, people who got this, they have the same schedule as them. Their finances are pretty much in the same bracket. They feel like they need to continue this camaraderie because they have to work with these people, so they feel like they need to get to know them. There's something about the friendships and connections and people that they're having a good time with, it just not coming from a genuine space or an authentic place. It wasn't that you necessarily gravitated toward each other and just became obsessed with each other, or really got interested in one another and were like, you know, I need more of you. I need to see you outside of this. We need to have a good time. It wasn't like that. It was like, I probably should. They felt like a little bit of an obligation. And you guys are just thrown together. So life put you in that position, not necessarily that it was chosen. So I feel like this person wants to choose. They want someone that is choosing them. And they're ready to connect with people that they genuinely want to. Like, I choose to get to know you. I choose to connect with you. I choose to have a good time with you. Not just because this is it, or this is all that I can get, or this is all that currently works. You know, it's like they're doing something, or the people that they've been connecting with, or the people that they try to have a good time with, it's like out of necessity or obligation, or it's all that there is currently. Something about that. This person may feel boxed into a situation, and they're trying to get out of that. It could be a mindset, you know. Here's Taurus energy coming out. Taurus energy coming out for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay. So, yeah, this someone is like stubbornly adamant about the fact that they're going to have a good time with whoever they're with and wherever they are. But I feel like they want more connections with the people that they're choosing, and not just the people that they feel obligated to have a good time with. What's funny is that it's Taurus energy coming out, and maybe that's what this person is looking for. They could be looking for one of your signs, or you are specifically a Taurus and this is what you're looking for. But another thing is just that what is coming through with this Taurus energy? Taurus is a sign that they're the type of people that love their alone time. So like they like situations where they have time to just connect with themselves, but then they can also be very strategic about who else, because they're pretty grounded and solid and secure, like independent. So they don't always have to be connected to someone else, but when they do, they like it to be someone that they're like actually gravitating to, you know, like it's natural. They don't like to force it. So it's something about that, wanting to have a good time with someone where it's not forced. This person isn't being pushed, they don't feel pushed. It's just natural. It's a natural gravitation, it's a natural pull. It's mutual. Okay. And mutually beneficial too with Taurus. They don't really even come out the house unless they can see a reason why it would be beneficial to them, as well as the other party. Okay. Or, yeah, come out the house or show up or something like that. Okay, we have visionary. See, this person, I don't know what this is. They want to be teased, or like, I don't know if they like, what do you call those? What do you call it? The strip club. Okay. They may like that. Excuse me. It's like they may not be looking for an actual sexual connection, but they want someone that triggers them. Maybe they don't want to fall into a sexual connection very fast, but they do see themselves being in one, and they want someone that kind of just gives them all the vibes, gives them all the feels, so that it just happens. You know, it's not like something they have to push or something that someone else is like trying to throw in their face. It's more like you guys can't keep your hands off of each other, like you've been pushed to that point. Okay, so this person likes things to progress naturally. Like they like that natural magnetic pull and just that primal attraction where things get started organically. Okay, you can't stay away from them. They can't keep their eyes off you. They can't keep their hands off you. They like the fire. They like the fire. It's funny though that this person is not really like, they're looking visionary means they want a long-term stable connection. Whatever it is that they want it to be passionate. They want it to be fiery. They want to be like tantalized, or kind of like, what's the demon energy? There's a word other than tantalized. It's temptation. This person wants to be tempted, like tempted to touch, tempted to touch, tempted to touch, because I need it so much. Like they want it to be hot. This person likes fire signs. They like fire signs, or they like fire energy. They like to test themselves. I said this is someone who like has a lot of self-discipline, self-control. Okay, they could be very business minded or very practical. You know, they're very practical. They want someone that kind of pulls them out of that practicality, can get them out of that business mindset, someone who can make them loosen up a bit. And they want that on the regular. I feel like this person actually wants like a husband or wife. Honestly, they want a solid connection, but the way that they get to it, they're not, that is just, I don't know. Like, I feel like this person would go to places or connect with people that they don't know for sure it will actually end up there, but they want it to just happen naturally. They want all of the passion and the fun that comes with like a one-night stand or something like that, like the thrill of it. But they still want the practical longevity. Like maybe that's who you guys are after dark, but you know, during the day it's like, I don't know, best friends, you know, y'all just work together. It's almost like they want everything in one person: family, community, a business partner, a lover, a friend, a one night stand, like on repeat. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. That's that type of energy. Oh, I try not to think of you. See, I told you they like to be tempted. They like to be tempted. I don't know. I guess it's a turn on for them. Something that seems unattainable, or like they're not supposed to, or maybe they like for somebody you told them no. You told them no, or you act like you don't care, or you're not interested, or something like that, which is interesting because this person is contradictory, because they also want genuine connections. Maybe they want someone that's like a little more innocent than them, but they Like they would bring that bad side out of them. They like to be the one that initiates the, I guess you would say, like the sexual contact, or they like to be in control of that. They do. This is giving like 50 Shades of Grey type of energy. They like to be in control of the sexual dynamics. Like, even if this could give like a masculine, even if the feminine wanted it first, they will want to be in charge of when they actually give it, which is different for me because I'm used to women being the tempter. But I feel like this person could like to be, but I'm used to the woman being the tempter and also the teaser. Like they'll say no, they'll, I don't know, put their leg out there, but slap your hand if you try to come too close, take me on a date, treat me like a lady. Like that type of dynamic. And I think this person likes that, only you won't be popping their hand, they'll be popping yours. It's weird. Okay, last cards. Let's do tarot. Yes, like they want to know that you're attracted. It's so much. It's so much here. Siren in reverse. Someone that's just, they give them all of the sexual vibes. Maybe even someone they dream of at night. But this would be a person that a lot of times they put that away. Like you wouldn't know that it's them. Like no one would know. They have like a fetish. Fetish, fantasy, I don't know. They like things a certain way. They're very particular. That's where that 50 Shades of Grey is coming from. And also like the demon and then the gargoyle energy, that's like, you could be bad, but they're the boss. That's how they are. And this could be female or male, but they like to take control. They like to take control. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's, ooh, King of Creation, the Money Maker, and the Wheel of Fortune. I would not expect anything less from Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Single or not, they want that money pot. They want that pot of gold. They're looking for opportunity. They're also looking for someone maybe that helps them to make good financial decisions or investments. They could literally be looking for someone that they can protect their assets with, or that they could build a business, like they could invest and feel that their investments are protected. We might have to break this, but my baby just woke up. Yeah, okay. Because how long have I been? Oh, this is 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, we will be back. Knight of Pentacles, they want to take things slow. They do want like a friendship first. And they want the connection to progress and build naturally. Okay, they do want the heart in it. They're looking for a heartfelt connection. Also someone who is mature. Mature, but knows how to have a good time. Knows how to put their maturity aside and just like be free. So they like a little bit. They like a little bit of the free-spirited energy. They may not be very free-spirited themselves with this Taurus energy, but they have a lot of appreciation for people who are. Like they don't mind being a stability for someone else to be a little more flighty. So they probably really like feminine energy. The Devil in reverse. See? Falling on Siren in reverse. It sounds a little toxic when we're talking about like what they're looking for in the bedroom, or their sexual desire or whatever, or expectation. It seemed a little toxic, but the Devil is in reverse and Siren is in reverse. They're not looking for strictly a sexual connection or to have somebody all wrapped up in their head. Like this is not the person that's going to put you to bed and then try to run and control you or manipulate you or treat you badly, after, so you can chase them. It's not that. This person actually is not very controlling at all, but they are very self-controlled. So they're not very controlling to you, but they're very controlling over themselves. So they could be a lot more lackadaisical about how you choose to move. That really doesn't have as much. You could, okay, for example, I'm getting specifics. Like you could come over this person and like you could come over to this person's house and spend the night, but say if they have to work in the morning or they were not expecting a sexual rendezvous with you, then you could get in the bed, you could be sexy, looking good and everything, but they're still just gonna go to sleep and not touch you, you know, or if they do, they're gonna cuddle you or whatever, but it's not gonna be sexual activity because they said it wasn't gonna be. Not because they don't want you. They may want you to come over. They may want you to take your clothes off. They may want you to look like that. You know, they may want you close, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they want sexual activity if they said they don't, and they will probably be like adamant about that. I said that like this person will be the one slapping your hand. So if you thought like this is someone you could tempt, it's like you can, but it doesn't mean they're going to act on it. They like that. They're a tease, or they like people who tease, or both, something like that. Like the teasing is mutual. They don't like a connection that's strictly about sex. They like a connection that's all of the things, but they do like the passion and the desire that comes along with very sexual based connection. So they do have like a strong sex drive. And like I said with the 50 Shades of Grey, this person is definitely maybe likes to take control or be in the dominant seat. I'm telling you, they really do. This is someone very dedicated in the bedroom. We have the Six of Wands. They're very dedicated in the bedroom. Like, they kind of want you to be almost to the point that you're begging for it by the time you get it. This could be someone who works a lot, but they kind of do that on purpose too. They're not the person that you would be like, oh my God, I'm suffocating, or I can't wait to, you know, get away from them, or I need a break, or I need some, you know, free time, or oh my God, he just always, it's not that, or she always, and she don't never want to do it. It's not that. But they are very dedicated in the bedroom. They prefer to you to almost be to the point that you're begging for it. The Six of Wands, they like to make sure that you are pleased. They take a lot of pride in their achievements in the bedroom. They like recognition. They like to receive back. Okay, so they like people that play fair in the bedroom or in life, really. They like balance. They like it to be mutual. And this is someone who will continue to try to learn you. Like, you know, they want you obsessed. They want to know that you're theirs even when they're not there. Like, they don't like to have to second guess or wonder about you. And that's whether or not you guys cannot even be having sex. They just want to know that it's theirs, that it's on lock. Like, that type of energy. Like, you are so into this connection. So even, I don't know if this person likes to date for a long time, but they don't like it to be a doubt in their mind that you belong to them, whether or not you guys have made it official, whether or not you guys are sexually active, or all of that. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this reading here. I'm going to have to come back. Okay, so that's 10 to my babies. And I will see you guys in the next live, and it'll be, who is that? Earth. So it's going to be air signs next. Bye.